Good morning, misfits. All right. Oh, gotta pull out that buzzy buzz. Gotta pull the buzzy buzz buzz. Buzz 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 buzz. All right. We got two McGroins in the chat and one pulled groin in front of the camera. I fucked myself up, guys. I'm not joking. It's pretty bad. So I went hunting. And I know it's not hunting. Shut up. Um, no, but I went shooting. I went grocery shopping. I had one tag left, so I decided to go and get myself one more deer. And when I was skinning it, I fucking don't ask me exactly how it happened, but I fucking pulled my damn groin muscle real bad. There's bruising in my fucking inner thigh and in my uh well, no easy way to say this. My pubes. My pubes are bruised. I got bruised pubes. So, yeah, that's not good. And for those of you that are going to tell me some shit, don't. Just don't give me medical advice, please. I already know. All right? Is it ever listen, I get it. I get you're trying to help, okay? I really do. But it is the most annoying thing when you post something and then people are like, fuck it, it's like WebMD that you didn't ask for. No, I was a personal trainer with special population certification. I know all about muscles, anatomy, injuries. So I know exactly what I need to do. I'm wearing a hip brace right now, and it's a rest thing. I'm gonna have to just rest. I was supposed to go back to work yesterday. I'm gonna try to do a slow day tomorrow. Unless I go to SpaceX, because I also got invited to go see a SpaceX launch, but the weather might not let it happen. And the reason I got invited to go see a SpaceX launch is because I have gone super fucking viral over the past few days, and that's what we're going to talk about. I had Andrew Tate respond to me and call me a Jew, Ian Carroll, and a bot army of fucking the worst people on the internet. Oh, I forgot to upload this one video. I'm gonna upload a clip right now, and we're gonna go through it because it's fucking hilarious. Yep, this one right here. I'll get this on the show because it's funny. I did a screen record of all of my fucking haters. My whole what's it called? Messages, all of my messages. So, people are big mad, and I know a lot of them are bots. But let's actually start off with that. That'll be fucking hilarious. We're gonna do the daily breakdown today. This is the daily breakdown, and guys, hit that like button. The only channel I actually care about growing is this one. I know everybody says that, but I really mean it. Fucking I don't want to be addicted to the fucking internet, and I know I have an addictive personality. So the bigger my fucking um, social media channels on X grow and Instagram, I have turned off notifications that like my phone tells me. So like like how you get like a notification on your phone that's like this person commented. I don't have those. Right? I only look at my phone when I'm looking at my phone. And the reason why I've been on social media so much is because I've been off work for a few weeks because of the holiday, AmFest, going to see my mom. I had a job scheduled for this week, and I was like, I'm gonna take 3 weeks off. It's I haven't done that in forever. Didn't realize an unfortunate side effect of that was I was going to be so bored that I would troll the entire fucking internet. So, starting tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be on less. But I want to grow this channel because this is my podcast. This is the one that I actually like doing. It is not fun doing arguments all day long. It's very unhealthy. But let's get this on the screen right now. Where is it? Come on. All right. What happened? Hold on. We'll get it. We'll get there. There, MP4. Is it this one? It should be this one. Yeah, 114, 659. I don't know why it's not playing. Well, let's delete it and try again. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties, but we should be good now. Nope, still not working. Fuck it. You'll just have to take my word for it. I can go and actually read you some of them, but it was 48 seconds of hate mail, and it's great because I didn't have my DMs open until last week before I went viral, and I told them I'm gonna open my DMs for 24 hours, and it's so fucking weird, man. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing to do, guys. If you message a stranger because they triggered you on the internet and you message them like some like poorly punctuated hate mail, you have something seriously fucking wrong with you. All right, like I'm not saying don't message people sometimes, like be like, "Hey, saw your post and I disagree with you." I don't know. Or saw your post, "Hey, great. You did a good job." I don't know. I don't really message people pretty much at all. Um, but I'm just gonna read like some of the. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is what I was gonna show you. Look at this. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. This is 3 days. Um, I'm gonna only read what I can see. I'm not gonna open the messages. Hi, hello, Zio Trash Baby. Um, keep going, man. Oh, that one was nice. Bootlicking faggot. You fucking Jew. You're such a fag. I'm telling you guys, this is the way. This is me. If you, this is. I promise, this is exactly how I react when I'm by myself on my couch. This gives me so much joy. Jew. That's a good one. So great. Let's see. Oh, prayers for your mom. That's nice. There are some nice ones in here. You're still a vaxxed loser that probably has blood clots. I am unvaxxed. I'm a pure blood. I'm still a fucking conservative and a Republican. You're literally all talk. Faggotin, like an N at the end of the word faggot. A lot of people are using faggot. I think that might be projection. I think there's a lot of closeted homosexuals. I'm not gay. You're so pathetic, you garden gnome. Okay? Um, pathetic boot licking retard. I am getting banned on YouTube today. I just realized. This is not gonna this is not gonna this is not gonna go good for me on YouTube. I just realized. Hey faggot, could you please look in the mirror? You're a faggot. It's I could it's all it's all pretty much the same thing. And a lot of these are bots. But yeah, that's not healthy. I'll turn off my inbox eventually, but I'm having fun with it right now. When I go back to work, I can't be sitting there going like, "Ooh, another fucking triggered troll has sent me some hate mail." I'll look at that shit all day. I could watch that. I could watch that like some people watch cat videos. All right, that's fun. Anyway, the daily breakdown today, we're gonna cruise through it because this show is gonna be a special show. This is not going to be your normal show where I actually just go through the news. Jack Smith says he has a final report that could have convicted Donald Trump. Ooh, if I just didn't break all the rules and get appointed unconstitutionally, I could have got him. There's that. Hunter Biden special counsel dings President Joe Biden over pardon. Yep, of course. Well, it was pretty fucking shitty, but it was his right to do it. It just solidifies him in history as one of the most corrupt and feckless fucking presidents. Actually, the most. And wildfires have ravaged LA. We've all seen the news. Wildfires are bad and they are Democrats' fault. Um, okay. Now, let's talk Tate. Let's talk Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate responded to a video I made with "Hello, Jew," and Ben Shapiro actually shouted me out. Let's check that out.
Okay, so there is a person who is actually quite wonderful online named Zach Bonfilio, who goes by Misfit Patriot over on X. And he put out a post saying MAGA has an Andrew Tate problem and it's a big effing problem. Y'all better wake the F up and see what he's doing before he ruins everything we worked for. Stop acting like a dog who finally caught the car. We still have work to do and you're effing up.
I love how he's effing. I was fully swear. I don't write effing. I wrote fucking. Fucking up. You're fucking it up.
And Andrew Tate then replied to that, "Hello, Jew." And this is who Andrew Tate is. He's a delight. By the way, big fan of Yahya Sinwar as well.
Oh, speaking of, I have officially given Andrew Tate a nickname, and I love it. I responded to Andrew Tate when he wrote, "Hello, Jew." I wrote, "What's up, White R. Kelly?" And I fucking regret it, right? I regret it because about an hour later, I thought of the best nickname for Andrew Tate, and that is Sinwar Kelly. That is his name moving forward. That is Sinwar Kelly. We know that Andrew Tate, as soon as Yahya Sinwar was killed by the IDF, Andrew Tate said Sinwar had a valiant death or some shit, or a heroic death. He essentially sympathized with the terrorists. Now, I want to be very clear, guys, and I say this about everybody, right? Like every one of these groups, right? Like I don't, I try not to use anti-Semitic. I say Jew hater, right? And there's a reason for it, all right? They're not they don't hate Jews because they're Jews, right? They hate Jews because it's trending. They're in a group. They found a home. They're pathetic, lonely, sad individuals who are only hating you if you're a Jew because their favorite content creator is hating you. It's a network, right? And I'm going to get to that, by the way. There is some crazy shit going on. It is big. I think that the lid may blow off of it. I don't want to get into conspiracy theory, but I have a 4-minute video of Candace Owens that should get you scratching your fucking head. Um, and I think that these people, like even the fucking trolls that come at me, why doesn't it bother me? Why? Why doesn't it bother me? They're saying awful things. They're posting pictures of my mom. Why doesn't it bug me? How am I able to take all this like in stride and flip it and make content out of it? It's not because I'm a sociopath. It's not because I don't. I wouldn't be offended at something if I believed that the intent was one thing. Guys, they're literally NPCs. They're non-player characters. All right, these people are fucking programmable. It's not their fault. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Right? That's how. I can't be offended by somebody I don't respect. It's impossible. Right? You know the saying, the lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of a sheep. It's platitudes and fucking talking points, and they exist for a reason, though. There's some truth behind that. So that's how. And the thing is with Andrew Tate, his motivation, right, is attention. He's a textbook narcissist, right? A textbook narcissist. Probably a sociopath too. But I don't get offended by Andrew Tate. I'm exposing Andrew Tate, right? I'm literally I'm just doing a job here. What I'm doing is I saw something. Now, and you guys might remember I've defended Andrew Tate in the past. That's what pisses me off. What actually offends me is me. I'm offended at prior Zach, who couldn't see what I see now, because once you let the genie out of the bottle, you can't put that fucker back in. And I don't have so much pride that I can't admit that I was wrong. Like I say it all the time. I've been wrong before. I was 100% wrong about Andrew Tate, and I'm going to show you. So let's get back to it, right?
Okay, so
Whoops,
there is
sorry.
a
Sorry,
person.
Ben. You've had your time. You're done. You're done. Okay, so I was talking about a network, alluding to a network. Okay, um, Andrew Tate, I think maybe, and I don't want to go down conspiracy theory routes, maybe part of a network that is designed to hurt Trump, or at least part of a network that has some nefarious intentions for America, right? Now, I only have circumstantial evidence, so I'm not going to do conspiracy theory and say, "Oh my god, I'm just asking questions." No. I'm going to put some stuff out there for you and you can make your own um, opinions. You can generate your own opinions based off of the information I give you. That's the difference between me and conspiracy theorists. I'm not going to theorize, right? I'm going to just show you what's available, and I'm not going to try to get you to believe me. But this is a little bit weird, right? Cernovic and Tate, um, according to documents in the indictment, would have parties with 16-year-olds. Sound familiar? Diddy parties, similar to that. 16-year-old, 16 to 22. Andrew Tate also, and I don't know what order these are in. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Here we go. This is one of the charging documents in the indictment against him. Consensual acts with a minor without being able to establish a number of material acts, an offense provided for the blah 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 blah. Just look at the yellow parts. Repeatedly engage in sexual intercourse and anal and oral sexual acts with named blank, which is redacted, knowing that she was 15 years old. Right? That is a minor, even in Romania. Um, there is another charging document in here somewhere, right here. Trafficking of minors. Now, in 2014, right, Andrew Tate was taking advantage of both victims, a minor of 17 years old. This is in reference to a woman who goes by the pseudonym Vivian. I believe it's Vivian. And she's in a video that I'm about to show you. And you need to do math here, right? Because he told Candace Owens in 2022 that it was 10 years ago. I believe it was 2022. 10 years ago, that would be 2012. This document is stating she was 17 in 2014. So you minus 2012 from 2014 and you get the number 2, which is 2 years younger than 17, which would be, hold on, get back to it, 15 years old. So, Andrew Tate has been on camera admitting he dated a girl who was 21 for the past 6 years. Again, math. 21 minus 6 years of a relationship would mean he started dating her when she was 15. That's where all of these charging documents are coming from. Andrew Tate's evidence against Andrew Tate is Andrew Tate. Okay? Like, that's the thing. A lot of people don't really realize, like, that there is no similarity between Andrew Tate and Donald Trump. No similarity between Andrew Tate and Russell Brand. No similarity between Andrew Tate and Tim Ballard, right? The quote unquote deep state. Volume, is volume bad? Turn your sound up. Oh, we're blasted on videos. My sound up. Got it? Is that helpful? Let me turn my sound up. Thank you, chat, for telling me that. Let me know in the chat if that is better or too loud. Maybe bring it down a scotch. I'm getting in the red. I almost lost my place. Oh yeah, no similarity. Andrew Tate is trying to equate himself to Donald Trump and people who have been victims of lawfare. I believe Julian Assange had the same thing happen to him, right? Anytime you go against the establishment, you'll get like Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods was a whore, but did he were all 30 something of those women telling the truth? No. No, women lie. Okay, that's a fact. But women also tell the truth. That's a fact. It's very difficult to figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth, because there could be some truth to a story and some opportunistic women will come and try to take advantage of that. What Andrew Tate is banking on is he's banking on you thinking that because E. Jean Carroll lied about Donald Trump, then all of these women are lying about him. They're not. Because Andrew Tate is the one who has released the evidence against Andrew Tate. So let's get to this video, and some of you aren't going to like it, but we got to do it. This is Andrew Tate beating up that 15-year-old girl. And according to him, it's while she was 15.
Listen. Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word listen? Say. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word listen? You stupid bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say?
So that was a full-fledged slap across the face. So what Andrew Tate is going to say is, this is a kink. This is role-playing. This is rough sex. This is something they did all the time. And the girl in this video has come out and said, that was a kink. That was role-playing. That's something we did all the time. The thing that people don't realize is, even if she wasn't 15, this is not a kink. All right? You don't whack women across the face like that during role play. Now, I'm not into fucking this. I'm not into rough sex. And there's other women that have been named in the indictment who are still who haven't changed their story, who are still sticking to their story that Andrew Tate almost killed them. He's choked them out. He choked out one of them so bad and started punching them in the temple. Her blood vessels in her eyes burst. She's still pursuing this. She's one of the key witnesses against Andrew Tate. There's so much evidence against him. And guys, look, I'm so pissed at myself because this information has been out there for a while. And what Tate did to pull the wool over our eyes, using Candace Owens and other people in the MAGA movement to get us to dismiss it and get us to fall into a pattern of denial, right? Like, where we just weren't accepting it. We weren't able to see it because we were supporting Donald Trump. It's really fucking nefarious. This video right here is all the proof you need. It's literally it. It's like there's no other proof you need to know that that's a 15-year-old girl that he's smacking. That's it. Game over. It would be one thing if this was a video from, 12, 13 years ago, and let's say 8 years ago, right? He had fucking found Jesus, apologized, repented, like really pled for forgiveness. He's not doing that. All right? He's not doing that at all. He's using an excuse of she was into it and trying to dismiss everybody and doubling down. So, I'm sorry, guys. This ain't...
Listen. Did I say listen? No. Look at the camera.
Now, I want you to listen to her. You know how he's saying listen? I want you to listen. Listen to him. Listen to her voice. Tell me if this is role-playing. Tell me if this is consensual role-playing, right? Because during role-playing, I'm not sure how it works in the beat the fuck out of your spouse or your partner community, but I don't think they sound this scared.
Did I say listen? No. Did I say listen to you? Did I say it? No. Did I say it? Look at the camera. This is what happens, listen. Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit? Why are you getting beaten? You don't listen. You. Do as I say. Listen.
Yeah. You can try to justify that to me every day, and you will never get me to believe that that is something that normal people do. No, that's not happening. So, also, I don't usually go down this road. Um, I don't usually go down the road of viewing somebody's tweets and taking them as anything other than um just tweets, you know. I'm a freedom of speech type, where you can say offensive shit. You can say really offensive shit. The standard for me on who I'm like cool with, it will have nothing to do with wild shit you said on the internet. But when you look at the wild shit he said and you notice a pattern of behavior, then it kind of can form my opinion about somebody. So, this is a bunch of tweets from Andrew Tate back in his old Twitter account before he was famous. I make porn, you consume porn, I'm God, you're a loser. I come on Christian girls. I am 1000% getting banned from YouTube today for reading all this shit. And that was the plan anyway. You can point at females and random and force them to have your sons. Force them, rape them. Let's see, can't read that. I have sex with women a few times for free. Um, I'm about to be heavily involved in cannabis industry. Islam. Wife ain't listening. Islam. Feminism. Islam. Divorce. Raped. Islam. Women took your kids. Islam. There's no problem the modern man faces that can't be solved with Islam. Now, Andrew Tate's redemption arc, apparently to some people, like Benny Johnson and Benny Johnson's wife, is that he was an atheist who converted to Islam. Does anybody find it odd that he converted to the one religion where subjugating women and having child brides is acceptable in 2025 in some countries? Because I don't know, he could have picked anything else. He could have picked fucking Buddhism. He could have picked Christianity. He could have picked fucking anything other than Islam. But he picked Islam. He was an atheist who quite recently converted to Islam when he was in jail, that apparently was opportunistic, right, to avoid certain people. That's the story. Yeah. We ain't listening. Islam. Okay, same one. Beautiful women work for me and make me millions of dollars. They obey me. It's like, and I think this is the girl. I'm pretty sure. Maybe is that her? Yeah, that looks like her. That looks like the 15-year-old. Oh yeah, there's the tattoo on her inner thigh. He brands his women, by the way. I was forced to move back to London. If I was forced to move back to London, I would instantly convert to Islam. It's the only way to protect yourself. That's not religion. That's opportunism. First made my millions by doing webcam girls. Guys, look, that's what I'm saying. This guy is telling on himself. Webcam studio owner. He's literally admitting that he did everything that he did. She's 18. I'm 33. I'm her first ever man. Does this upset you? So that is a video that Andrew Tate uploaded bragging about being 33 years old with an 18-year-old girlfriend and a virgin. That was in 2020. That was 4 years ago. 5 years ago now. Recently 5. Okay. Yeah. That was 4 years and 4 months ago ish. Does that look like a guy who has had some type of spiritual enlightening. I don't know, guys. I'm not buying it. 2021, right? These videos aren't even that old. It's wild. What else? Webcam going crazy during the pandemic. That's an important one. He was still doing this during the pandemic, which wasn't that long ago. Here, I'm gonna just cruise through some of these. There's a lot of these guys, and this yeah. So if for those of you that are unsure if all of those are actually Andrew Tate, it is. It's he admits it in this video. Um, and he says that I was of Wudan, right? So these are all him. This is interesting. Everyone wants to be friends with a pimp. Doubt me? Epstein had access to pussy. Look at his friends list. It's basic human psychology. I have the assets of every man who's not a hating bitch wishes they had. He's jealous of Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein reminds me of when a girl catches me cheating and I instantly dump her. It's guys, it's like this ain't just trolling. This ain't sensationalism. This is he wants to get caught. I guarantee it. This guy wanted to get caught. He just wants attention. He's broken. This is a broken man. He's a boy, actually. He's not a man because men don't do that. Men don't put their hands on women or girls. Actually, I think I have one more. Yeah, one more thing to talk about in here. And we're gonna segue from him. I could have made this podcast 2 hours long and given you all the evidence that I've seen. Go to my fucking Twitter and look and see. I I, I don't put these shows together in like a whole day. I do it very quickly in the morning right before the show. But that is not even fucking scratching the surface of all of the shit that I've seen just over the past few days. Right? There are some accounts, if you go to my X account and see who I'm resharing, like Murder by Crayons is a good one. There's another one. Um let's see here. Do, 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 do. Trying to find the name. Nathan Livingstone, Milk Bar TV. So the Milk Bar TV has all of the stuff you need if you are not convinced yet. Right? It's pretty fucking damning. So I'm a little mad that that it took me that long to figure it out. I really am. So yeah, Andrew Tate called me a Jew. And I circled these numbers because I don't believe that Andrew Tate uses bots and fake engagement heavily. I think that obviously any account that's big is going to have some of their followers that want to, bot people and make them look more credible with fake engagement. I think Andrew Tate's support is genuine. I think that he's actually amassed all of those followings. Not probably 100% naturally or organically, but a good chunk of them because I see how many people have said, "Oh my God, I just saw your video and I can't believe you just changed my mind. I can't believe I didn't see that." And this is coming from somebody who, again, used to be a supporter, so he really is good at manipulation and fooling everybody. So the reason why this whole thing started was because Alina Habba was on Benny Johnson's podcast and she said she was a big fan. Everybody's getting mad at Alina Habba. I'm not, because I was a fan. I mean, I was a fan, a big fan before he started talking shit about like the Jews. That was an eye opener for me. How many people are ignorant about that? But I also dismissed it as ignorance, right? I was like, he still does good stuff with his school. His school is a grift. That school that I joined, right? You can benefit from it if you know it's a grift, right? But it's a pyramid scheme. Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. It's just another way to make money. That's all his things about is he uses weak little boys to make money. That's what he does, right? It's the same thing with the webcam business. Weak little boys. I don't care if they're 50. They're a boy, right? Emotionally unstable, lonely people looking for a group or a clique. That is Andrew's target audience. And that's why so many people are, you know, coming at me for calling him out. And I'm the person that has to do it. Not me, but the type of person like me, MAGA, an actual man, an actual masculine man, who's in the MAGA movement. It can't come from, the Jewish community because people are going to be like, they're only going after him because he has an opinion and he's entitled to his opinion, right? They're going to be like, even though people are wrong about Palestine, there are people that are genuinely good people that believe what they believe. They're wrong, for the record, but they believe what they believe. They believe that Israel's committing a genocide, right? That's why I don't get mad at those people. I mean, I go, you're stupid. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you an ignorant person, not a bad one. So it can't come from you. It can't come from the left, right? Both. Good thing is the left's on my team. I've had a bunch of liberals hit me up and they go, "I'm not MAGA. I don't like Trump, but thank you." It has to be me. It has to be Sean. It has to be people in the conservative MAGA movement calling this motherfucker out. It has to be us. It can't come from you. If it comes from you, it will fall on deaf ears. Me, I can do something. So I'm doing it. But here's what normal engagement looks like. He's got 10.5 million followers. Motherfucker can't even ratio me, right? That's my post about him, and he can't ratio me. Now, Ian Carroll, however, who just recently hit 1 million because he went super viral. Look at this engagement. Does this seem normal? Right. Ian Carroll, who's also again, the anti-Jew guy. I had more hate coming from his followers. I had more bot activity on my account coming from his followers because I called him out for trying to own Elon Musk. Not defending Elon Musk, defending the fact that he was a fucking liar, right? 42 fucking thousand on a comment, and he fucking went and ratioed Elon, somebody with a 22 million follower, or 200, I'm sorry, 220 million follower account. It just doesn't make sense. Now, Ian Carroll's a TikToker. You guys know how much I know about that app, right? You know how I've been banned 360 times on that app because I was running tests on that app about how they use fake engagement and bots to silence people. Ian is a TikToker. He came to X with a TikTok mentality. A TikTok mentality of ratio. Let's ratio people so that we're credible. This is Ian's argument, right? And I'm going to I made a video about him where I summarized that he's an idiot, right? But this is the ratio post from Ian to Elon Musk. And we're going to debunk all of it because somebody else actually broke it down point by point. Actually, one thing before we get to that, we got to get to the Candace thing. I'm sorry, I skipped something. This is the video of Candace, and this is why I think that there's a network here. This is 4 minutes long, so I'm gonna let it play and not interrupt it. But I needed to play this whole video for you guys so that you guys can see Candace has been aiding and abetting this whole Andrew Tate thing. And I believe that it's very nefarious. I wouldn't be surprised. If we want to do conspiracy theories, I wouldn't be surprised if Candace Owens is essentially one of their bitches, right? A very smart bitch, but one of the hoes. And I don't mean like a OnlyFans prostitute, to be very clear. I think that Candace Owens may have been manipulated, by Andrew Tate and her new husband, because this is some wild shit. Watch.
Very long time.
Actually, I met you down. Andrew Tate's story is interesting to me for a lot of reasons. The first is because of how I met Andrew Tate.
Long time.
I know, it's been a very long time.
Very long time.
Actually, I met you downstairs at the Ritz.
Correct.
George and I were engaged at the time.
Yeah.
Candace and I met in December of 2018, and we got engaged very quickly after 17 days.
As I was having this dinner with my husband and his friend, Andrew Tate was there. I had no idea who he was. This is kind of before he really took off on the internet. I had my assistant at the time with me, who happened to be Romanian. She's born in Romania, speaks Romanian, happened to have been in the United States. She spent a lot of the time that we were there talking to him, right? They were having a conversation. She comes over to me afterwards and she says, this guy, Andrew Tate, I think he's a pimp in Romania. I said, what? And she's like, no, I think he's like actually a pimp in Romania. How long ago was your webcam business?
Yeah, so I stopped having any involvement with it. I think 8 to 9 years ago I stopped.
Andrew Tate is not hiding exactly who Andrew Tate was.
I've had nothing to do with it for 10 or 11 years. It was a long time ago. It was at the early stages of the internet.
If you're a guy and you hold citizenship in America or in the United Kingdom and you decide to uproot to Romania, it's got to be because you can do a little more dodgy stuff in Romania. Digging back 10 years, I don't know who could survive that litmus test. Again, if you found Candace 10 years ago and you asked me about pornography, it's okay, this is 10 years ago. The content from 10 years ago is coming into play where they're saying, well, look, they're conflating this now. So even though these charges are from, and I read the indictment again, 2021, look at what he said 10 years ago.
Everything from these old videos, old clips, my webcam company, things that happened 10 years ago have absolutely nothing to do with the criminal case. Absolutely zero. Anything you see from before 2021 has nothing to do with the case.
So I do want you to contextualize this video that has been circulating on the internet of you talking about the lover boy method. So we'll take a look at that right now.
Sure.
You cannot get a girl to work for you having fun. So the recruitment process is the same as the PhD course. You message them on Instagram. The PhD course is my recruitment system. I don't mention webcam until after I've had sex with the girl. If you're on dates and you're trying to mention it and shit, it just doesn't work. It puts them off. I'd never do that. That's disgusting. I'm not a whore. It's just not gonna work. You continue as normal, no mention of webcam. You the girl. After you the girl, you do the PhD test. If she passes the PhD test and she wants to be with you, then you start mentioning things like, yeah, but you know, you're always busy, you're always at work, you can come work for me.
And this is me explaining how having a webcam company, it's actually a larger video as a whole.
As I said, you cannot try and approach girls to do webcam. Hi, do you want to do webcam? It's bullshit. It doesn't work.
I believe that Andrew Tate was always upfront with all of these women.
I don't mention webcam. No one's going to say yes. And any girl who does say yes is doing it. She doesn't like you. She doesn't know you. She doesn't love you. She's saying yes purely for money.
It's absolutely not criminal in any regard. There's nothing criminal about it. It has no bearing or any interest in the current case.
Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So you don't need to pay tax to anybody. But you need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax. Because girls are lazy, and girls are stupid, and girls don't understand how taxes work. So the girl's working with you, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. She'll sit there and go, okay. Now that allows you to do two things. One, it's another control element. If I work with him, my tax is not a problem. If I do it alone, I have to deal with taxes. Taxes are complicated. So control element. Secondly, it allows you to pay her a smaller percentage.
And she comes over to me afterwards and she says, this guy, Andrew Tate, I think he's a pimp in Romania. I said, what? And she's like, no, I think he's like actually a pimp in Romania. Clearly, he communicated exactly what it was and whatever it was that he does in Romania to my assistant.
Okay. So, after watching that video, right? After seeing the screenshots of Andrew Tate idolizing Jeffrey Epstein, is it possible that Andrew Tate was trying to do exactly what Epstein did, right? Get in powerful positions, get close to powerful people, get dirt on them. Yes, right. This isn't a crazy conspiracy theory. All right, it's possible. Could Candace Owens have been head over heels in love with Andrew Tate's husband, or sorry, her husband, who's Andrew Tate's friend, who took the PhD course, and they got married after 17 days, right? And by the way, PhD stands for Pimp and Hose Degree. Is it possible that Andrew Tate, who's buddies with Candace Owens' husband, Candace Owens meets her husband, he manipulates her and gets her to be one of his simps just so that they can use her influence to get into the conservative space, and then it just sort of takes off naturally after that, right? Because if this is a network, which I think it is, that's how it would work. If this is a network, it's Tate got Candace Owens' husband. Candace Owens influenced this person, this person, this person. They brought them all into the fold. All right. And you get people like Ian Carroll, who isn't part of the network, probably a nice guy, crazy, little conspiracy theory, right? Just likes Candace Owens. You get people like the Hodge twins who all of a sudden start talking about October 7th, right? And then Andrew Tate, who's a fucking Muslim, starts, you know, maybe ordering Candace Owens to start pushing certain messaging. She gets fired from the Daily Wire because she starts pushing crazy fucking messaging. TPUSA lets her go because she starts pushing crazy messaging. Does it at all seem weird that all of this sort of started fucking flipping in the conservative space after that horrible attack, where normal thinking people like me would go, "Oh, Hamas is the bad guy. Oh, bad guy right there. Yeah, they filmed themselves raping and murdering 1,200 people. That bad guy." But then Candace goes, "No, no, no, wait. You need to start asking questions. Why did they rape and murder 1,200 people? Fucking don't care. Don't care at all. What are you, high? The same people of the ideology that fucking flew planes into the World Trade Centers just on camera raped and murdered 1,200 fucking people, and you want me to ask any other question than when are we bombing them?" Fucking wow. Yeah. So you got Dan Blizzard and Hodge twins, Jake Shields, Ian Carroll, Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, Ian Smith, Myron Gaines. You got all these fucking social media influencers on the conservative side, right? Who are now pushing some fucking anti-Jew message that is sort of taking over the right. And coincidentally, it kind of puts us directly into the category that the left thought we were for so long, right? The right is racist. The right is crazy. The right is conspiracy theorists. All of us. They're helping. They're helping push that narrative. So who's funding Andrew Tate? Who's he connected to? If if it is a network, he's at the very fucking top of it. Or just under whoever's at the very top of it. So when I say for the past 6 months, a year, over a year, right, I have been going after certain people on the right for a very specific reason, is because up until now, I was just sort of speculating, but it's starting to come together. It's starting to make sense. It's all for a reason. Everything I do is for a reason. It's not growing my account. It's because I actually see something that other people aren't seeing. And now I hope that this is going to open up enough people's eyes where they start just asking questions. And maybe they can actually figure out who is and isn't our friends. Because Benny Johnson is just trying to get clicks. Okay? He's just trying to get clicks. That's it. Andrew Tate has 10.5 million followers. Alina Habba is just a big fan because she's seen the curated videos, the very calculated and curated narrative that has been pushed by Andrew Tate. There's a reason why people like Ian Carroll use bots to flood everyone. And if Elon didn't take over X, and if Elon didn't just do his update, and if Elon didn't start taking people's check marks, then we'd have a big fucking problem, because this would be just like TikTok, where I would lose 360 accounts in a year trying to figure out what's going on. Everything I've been doing for the past 5 fucking years is starting to make sense, isn't it? I hate to sound like this because it sounds conspiracy theory. It does. But this is critical thinking backed conspiracy theory. That's a fucking network. I would bet on it. Now, speaking of Ian Carroll, this was the segue I wanted. I kind of fucked it up. Here's the ratio, right? And this is what got a bunch of hate towards me. But it's he thinks that he did something here. He really truly does. And again, I don't think this guy actually he's not in the know, okay? My friends have reached out to me, and I have friends that are conspiracy theorists, and they're like, Ian's a good guy. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's a great guy, actually. I think he's fucking crazy. But some crazy people can be very nice. I'm sure he's fucking great. But he's been a victim of propaganda, and he's pushing a message that so many other people push. And it's our job not to hate them, but to expose them so that they maybe snap out of it. Okay. APAC. This is the big one. I love this APAC argument. APAC and the Talmud. APAC, I call it the Talmud. I don't know why I put an extra in. The Talmud. APAC and the Talmud. Okay. APAC purchased 90% of Congress. They purchased the seats, which means what he's implying is APAC, right, who's number 20 in contributions as far as PACs go, and 199th. And by the way, I need to say this every time, that's still too much. It's still too much money in Congress, okay? But APAC is an American Israel political action committee. It's Americans. It's not Israel that's flooding money into it. It's people that support Israel in America because fucking what is it? 2% of the US population are Jewish. 95% of Jews are Zionists. It's not hard to figure out. PACs do PAC shit. I don't like PACs, but PACs are gonna PAC. Right? The National Association of Realtors is going to make a fucking fortune off the California wildfires. Does that mean the National Association of Realtors has space lasers? No, nobody says that because they're not Jews. But anyway, this is his whole spiel. You got APAC bought Congress. JFK wanted them to be foreign agents. Israel sponsored Jeffrey Epstein. Israel's a de facto sanctioned government somehow. I don't fucking know. Jews, Muslims, and Christians were all just peaceful before the Rothschilds bought Israel. They purchased it. Did you know that? The Rothschild, one family bought an entire country. It's just crazy. And there's no answers as to why fake Israeli moving companies are positioned all around. China's a bigger fucking problem with their military installation fucking spies. It's not that he doesn't have this is how conspiracy theorists work, right? The 95-5 rule, right? 95% of the shit that you say is 5% correct. That's why I started the 95-5. I want this to catch on. The 95-5 rule of conspiracy theorists is solid every fucking time. 95% of what you're saying is 5% true. They sprinkle truth in so that you believe it. It's not because if they were to just say aliens, right? Like it's like aliens. It's like nobody everyone's like, "Okay, fucking calm down." But there's 5% of truth in here, so he's getting people to be like, "Whoa, that is interesting." But this account basically just destroyed everything. I'm gonna run through it real quick because there's a lot of screenshots here. But claim number one: AIPAC didn't purchase the seats. AIPAC's affiliated reported contributions were $43 million, ranked 22nd, not even 20th. It placed it the 199th amongst 9,000 lobbying entities. Again, you can't buy it. You can't buy Congress with $43 million. 43 and a half. You just can't. You can't buy all those seats. There's 400. What is there? 450. Let's do quick math. We're going to do it rough. 43. 43.5 million. Divided by, what is it? 450 something seats? Yeah, that's $95,000 per seat. I know that the math ain't exactly right, but it's $95,000 per seat. You're not at 90%, so let's call it fucking $100,000 is not going to buy a congressman. So it just doesn't make sense. It's mathematically, it doesn't make sense. Do they donate and want you to help Israel? Yes. PACs should be either illegal or salary capped, where they all have the same, like, 1 million a year. That's what you get. It's just not the way it works right now. Claim number 2, JFK wanted them registered as a foreign agent. JFK never tried to or wanted to register AIPAC as a foreign agent. It was the AZC, and in AZC did dissolve and stop all of its existence since JFK was assassinated shortly after. He wanted AZC to register as foreign agents for their nuclear program. It's a stretch. It's a stretch to say that Israel killed JFK because he wanted them to register as foreign agents. JFK was a Zionist. He was doing speeches about how Israel had a right to their homeland. He was a Zionist, which is not what people think it means. It literally just means that. It means that Israel has a right to exist. Claim number 3, Israel was a state sponsor of Jeffrey Epstein. And again, this is a good way to put it. Jeffrey Epstein was Jewish, but Jeffrey Epstein had dirt on fucking everybody. It was Jews, Christians, atheists, fucking probably Chinese people, Middle Eastern people. Jeffrey Epstein was an opportunist. It wasn't about what these crazy conspiracy theorists say it was about. And you can screenshot this and read all this. Like I said, I'm gonna go through it quick, but it's wild. It's just wild to make these jumps that conspiracy theorists make, which is why I have such a problem with them. If Epstein was a Mossad agent to blackmail people into supporting Israel, why were outspoken anti-Israel people like Noam Chomsky and Stephen Hawking also linked to him? Fucking crazy, right? Claim 4, Israel stole the nuclear project from the U.S. Apollo. It's just more crazy conspiracy theorist shit. But all of this right here that I'm putting on the screen, you can read it in detail, and it pretty much comes down to Ian Carroll doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's just a conspiracy theorist. They're all fucking retarded, right? Alex Jones is probably one of the most credible conspiracy theorists out there, and I would give him maybe 50% tops on credibility. He gets half his shit 100% wrong and half his shit 95% right. Because he talks about things that are rooted in more truth, right? Like globalism and the deep state and what have you. But he does it in a way that is rooted in more fact. I wouldn't call him 95-5. I would call him 50-50, right? Like, it's like 50% of the shit he's saying is bullshit, rooted in 50% truth. But the 95-5 rule applies to Ian. He's fucking retarded. Claim number 5, Jews, Muslims, and Christians live side by side in peace in Palestine before the Rothschilds purchased it. This is just bullshit. Just read Safed 1834, or if you have the strength, any book on Jewish-Muslim relations. such as, like, they were fighting. It's a 3,000-year-old holy war. They did not live in peace. They never have, ever. Jews have been exiled from every Muslim nation throughout fucking history because Muslims always will want to kill Jews. Islamists. There are some good Muslims, they just ignore the bad parts of the Quran. Claim number 6, you just read that. I'm not pronouncing all these dumb fucking names. Claim number 7, Israel is a foreign nation halfway across the world. It has no business receiving my tax dollars. American aid to Israel is less than 0.6% of government spending. A significant portion of U.S. military aid is required to be spent on American-made weapons and defense systems. Essentially, Israel's aid is not the same as Ukraine's aid, and that's the other conflation. It's just like Andrew Tate trying to conflate himself to Donald Trump. You can't conflate Israel to Ukraine because Israel, first of all, being an ally, and second of all the shit they give us, like, they're giving us a bunch of military intelligence and weapons, and they buy most of their shit. We're not just giving it away. Claim number 8, Israel spying in 9/11. The dancing Israelis, by the way, that was reported by fucking one of the fucking people that took down the Twin Towers. Like, the report for the dancing Israelis, which would, even if true, would be 5 Jews out of 16 million that suck. The report was from one of the hijackers' fathers. It's like, dude, can you guys wake the fuck up? If you guys are gonna go down rabbit holes, go down a rabbit hole. Just stop cherry picking your confirmation bias, you fucking moron. And claim number 10, free speech and anti-BDS law. Nothing in this bill restricts constitutionally protected free speech. Now, the ADL and shit like that, I'm not a big fan of it either. And there is a little bit of an issue going on with trying to censor any speech that is, quote, anti-Semitic. I am a free speech absolutist, and that includes against the Jews, okay? I'm sorry. I know I don't agree with what people are saying, but I will agree that they have a right to say it. Nick Fuentes should have a voice. He just shouldn't get paid for it, right? I don't think that anybody's account should be banned or censored for all of the shit that they're saying. I just don't think that they should be paid for it. I don't think that you should incentivize propaganda. I don't think that you should promote a culture of people being able to monetize off of hate, right? That's just not how free speech works. Free speech is just the right for you to say whatever you want without the government coming after you. But a private company has the right to say, I'm not paying you. In fact, a private company technically does have a right to ban you, as long as there is no government intervention. It's just like if you wear a fucking t-shirt, right, that says fuck you, faggot, right? And you try to go into a restaurant and they're like, hey, you can't wear that. You got to get out of here. You can't go, oh, you're censoring me. Or even an even better analogy, right? A better analogy would be you wear that same shirt to your job and you get fired. And you go, I have a right to freedom of expression. And they go, not here, you don't. You're fucking fired. And then you go, oh, you're censoring me and taking my money. This is censorship. You don't have a right to get paid to be a fucking douchebag. I'm sorry. It's just not part of the First Amendment at all. Somebody in the chat. The frogs are turning gay. I want my anteater back. So talking about circumcision. All right. What else do I got here? Do I have anything else? I don't even know. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that was it. But the point of this the point of this show is it's not about Andrew Tate, right? Andrew Tate is a potential psyop, right? He's potentially a psyop. He's potentially funded to break up the MAGA movement or at least sow discourse in America. The connection to Candace Owens and the timing of her going from a seemingly reasonable person to a fucking whack job who's pushing a narrative that has only broken apart the conservative movement online mostly, right? But it's not a good look. This shit isn't making it to MSM. But then you got to remember, social media is becoming the new source of news. So what Elon needs to do, in my opinion, Elon needs to figure this shit out and figure it out fucking quick. Okay? He needs to understand that Andrew Tate is not our friend. And I believe Elon Musk is genuine. I believe he truly is genuine. I that could just be wishful thinking, because if he's not, we're fucked. Elon has so much power that if he's a bad guy, if this is all just one big long game, we are fucked. He controls the information now. He's about to buy TikTok potentially. We would be fucked. He could either save this country or destroy it. That one man has so much power. And right now, we're all like, well, at least he's on our side. Until we keep on fucking whacking him. Until we keep on chastising him for replying to Andrew Tate. What if we change his mind? What if that's the point of this? What if we make an enemy out of the most powerful person on the fucking planet? Have you thought about that? Maybe chill. Maybe chill just a little. Maybe wait. Maybe get more information. Maybe figure it out. Just saying. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I do. I always hope I'm wrong with stuff like this. Because if I'm right, it means we have been played. If I'm wrong, it means these are just garbage people that we need to shun from the party. So we can do that. But if I'm right, this is a big fucking problem. This is a huge problem. And we need to start speaking up about it. So, do with that information what you will. Tell your friends. Like this video. Share this shit. Like this shit. Follow this shit. And today is Tuesday, so I will be here tomorrow. And tomorrow night I'll bring Sean on, and we'll talk about this some more, because Sean, I did have one more thing.
This infatuation that some on the right have with Andrew Tate has got to stop. I do want to shout out Misfit, Zach. We go out with him. We go online with him every Wednesday. He blew that whole thing wide open this weekend. Oh, he was the one. He blew that whole thing wide open. Zach likes to defend Israel and the Jews, and Andrew Tate hates the Jews. But Andrew Tate, other than being a Jew hater, this is a guy who, I mean, if you listen to the way he talks about treating women, not a role model, I'll put it that way, okay? I think in his heart of hearts, if Benny Johnson could have chosen to do this again, he probably wouldn't have had Andrew Tate on his show. Especially because now Alina Habba comes out. I'm a big fan, and she was kind of swooning over him. She clearly doesn't know anything about him. But that is the ignorance equation is no longer, the ignorance angle is no longer acceptable. And that's because of Misfit. He put his stuff out, 5 million views. People are seeing it all over the place.
So Sean's on our side, and that's good news. Sean's a big enough account where he can inspire other accounts to start speaking up. All right, that's what we need, right? This is a David and Goliath fight, and you just need the inspiration for the smaller accounts, right? Pick up a fucking rock. It doesn't have to go from the top down. We don't need these big fucking Benny Johnsons to be on our side. We don't need the Hodge twins. We don't need Ian Carrolls. We don't need these people. All right, we can do it. I believe that. So get your ass out there and start spreading that message. One final thing, free our hostages, right? Somebody sent me this hoodie. The hostage deal that's going on right now, it's being blamed on Donald Trump. I just wanted to say before we get out of here, don't believe that shit until Donald Trump comes out and says it. Okay? So every time something happens, it's all Donald Trump's fault. Wait on that. Do the Bongino rule. Let's do the shout outs. All right, we got this week for the YouTube chat, and then we're going to be moving. Well, not moving. We're going to be removing me shouting out the YouTube chat because I want you all on Rumble. I don't look at the X account. I put this on X, but if you guys aren't on Rumble, you ain't getting the benefits of this show because I can see what you say, and I might pull it and put it on the show and shout you out. But at the end of the show, I shout everybody out. So we got YouTube, Heart_Bender and Patrick H. What's up, guys? Thank you for showing up. Get the fuck over to Rumble. Why are you on YouTube? This is gonna get banned soon. Do you have any ideas how many? You have any idea how many times I said faggot today? Like this is getting banned. But Rumble, I can say whatever the fuck I want on Rumble, so that's great. Rumble is the only free speech platform in my opinion. Elon is not perfect. But in the Rumble chat, let's go through it. All right, we got TPH14, Rick Saw, Emerald Sonic 78, Eric Sisson40. He came over here from Rumble. Do what he did. Heartbender. What's up, faggots? Eden, Film What Matters. Is that a new one too? There we go. You want to base that on some kind of statistics? Cool. Whatever. I'm going to base on my worldview. I love that. That's actually my thoughts too. I don't need every little detail in order to know something. All right? Like I can know something without having a smoking gun most of the time. But the smoking gun definitely helps. And everybody's always looking for it. And if there isn't a smoking gun, it didn't happen. That's intellectually dishonest. Moon McDare is in here. Nor Cali Talker. Hell yeah, I found you on Rumble. Good morning, Patriots. All right, we got me, the Misfit Patriot, responding to somebody. Criminal Lawyer 68. Ian Carroll lives with his parents. Nice. If he really does, then that tracks. Yeah, he's like I said, he's probably a good guy, just fucking retarded. Tracy Rosales, we got Georgia Mom 2015 in here, as always here. Okay, we got some regulars. Growing a big McGroin. We got the McGroin crew in here, guys, by the way, and they're very popular on Rumble. If you don't know who the McGroins are, it's an army. And we got a couple of them as fans. I don't know if I already said Moon McDare. We got K-Heart 917 on the edge. And Crazy Moan McGroin. Speaking of groins, like I said when I opened the show, I'm going to need to ice mine because I pulled my groin. So I'm going to go right over here. I'm going to lay down and cry. I'll see you guys tomorrow.